All right. Well, hey guys. Hey, worthy family. It's Rebecca, Ruth, and Tracia here with
Hey.
you. So, funny story. We're trying this new StreamYard thingy that's going on and that everybody's talking about. So, bear with us here. We're testing it out. But
It's different, yeah.
it's very different. But if it works, it's kind of cool. But if it doesn't work, we'll try something new. That's what we do in this group. If it doesn't work, we adjust. It's fine, no problem. So we wanted to come on and answer some questions. We know we got some questions last week, and anyways, so we're gonna officially address some of the questions that were asked last week and this week, and then just chat a little bit. So, Tracia, do you want to start the first question?
Well, I know that we had talked about, I know Joni had messaged in and she was talking about the extended shoulders for women. And I think I addressed that when I had an opportunity last Friday for a minute about the extended shoulders. If we wear the extended shoulders, it also makes the woman's waist look a little bit smaller, which we all like a lot. I think we talked about that last week, and a lot of women had responded back and said, yeah, they like that too. But
so,
Dale,
question though, but extended shoulders, what are we talking about? Because that's not like shoulder pads, right? I think, does everyone know what the extended shoulders are?
Well,
examples.
What I was talking about was when I had that one of those shirts on where the extended shoulders I was referring to was, when you have a shirt and you just pull it off to the side, and then which makes the shirt come out and then makes your waist come in. That's what I was referring to for extended shoulders.
Got it.
I think Joni sounded like that's what she meant too, unless she meant something different. Joni, if you're on here, jump on and tell me if you meant otherwise. Yeah, but that's what I thought she meant on there.
Okay.
It could be something different. Were you thinking of something different when she said that?
I wasn't sure. To be honest, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what extended shoulders, like what Joni was referring to. I wasn't sure. I will say, this is not a shoulder thing, but I'm liking right now. They're kind of past now, I think. Even it's so fast. It's so funny how quickly things like move on. But the cape shoulders I'm liking right now.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I love when they put the capes
those
up over the shoulders and then fasten it here and then just
slow. It's like a very dramatic shoulder. Like that I'm liking a lot. But
I love that.
Yeah, I should have asked for more clarification on what the extended shoulders actually were. So, but yeah.
Yes. Joni, if you get a chance and you see this live, tell us if you meant something different than that. But I was hoping I was addressing your question in the right way. And I think somebody else had mentioned something about the 40s and how
that was Joni also, too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was talking about the 40s and how that era really brought that back around, and what's old is new has come back again. Sometimes that fashion really circles itself back around. Yeah. I remember when people were talking about bell bottoms, and I'm like, I think my mom years ago, I wore a bell bottom. I was like, I am not wearing bell bottoms. There's no way. I'm like, oh no way. And sure enough, even when I joined the military, what did they issue us? Bell bottoms. I was like, oh my goodness. And they were actually styling, and they actually made your thighs look thinner. And I was like, hey, these are pretty rocking. And then what? That all came back in style in the 90s. Yeah. Everybody's like,
because I wore them and I had to have bell bottoms, and my mom laughed because she was like, I wore bell bottoms when I was young. And I was like, no, you didn't. And if you did, they weren't as cool as they are now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Those were like all beginning of 90s, wasn't it? The bell bottoms, those were just the thing. And now what? Skinny jeans now, all the way down, people as tight as they can get and ripped open as much as you can to look like they've been through war. Yeah, like wars.
I have ripped jeans. I do, but my dad is very African, so there's that. But he's also very old school. So whenever he's around and I'm wearing a pair of my ripped jeans, he's like, your jeans are ripped. And my mom's like, George, that's how they buy them now. That's the thing. And he's like, why would you buy ripped jeans? I don't understand. you make all this money to buy clothes that are ripped?
Oh, that is the thing. That is the thing. Like my son
just cannot understand why we would buy clothes that are already ripped. I'm like, that is just like what we do. It's just like the style.
Oh yeah. Yeah. My sons, I'll tell you what, that's what they wear. I mean, all the younger, like that whole era right there, they love the ripped jeans.
The skinny jeans. Yeah. The skinny jeans are still a thing. Yeah, they are. Yeah. But yeah, it cracks my dad up every single time he sees me in ripped jeans. He just cannot get it. And he's like, and I bet you those were expensive.
They were, yeah. Oh yeah. Some of those, yeah, they're way, yeah. You pay more for them than the ones that are complete. You could get probably a better deal on ones that are completely solid. I mean, that have spent more time on somebody making. Yeah, that's incredible. That's so funny.
It's a fun conversation to have with him.
Yeah, but that's fashion for you, right? I mean, that's the way it comes back around.
Yeah, it always comes back around.
Now, there was another question, and I think I touched on it, but I know you didn't even get to answer it, and I know you wanted to. That Dale Bradshaw, we just love him. He sent us a question last week that we did not get to address about beauty. Did you have that on here? Let me make sure I addressed it exactly what he asked us.
Dale said, I would like to know the epiphany moment when yourself or community members realized they could choose to be beautiful. And then Catherine, I'm going to butcher that last name, Carchapolo, maybe, responded, it's a woman empowering woman moment.
Oh, yeah. That was good. She did say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dale is asking when we went, I think individually, and then as a community, maybe realized that we could choose to be beautiful. And, that was an awesome question. Like, not saying anything bad about anyone, but I didn't expect to get something so deep as one of
That's a good one, Dale. That's a good one. Yeah, Dale's a judge, a pageant director, and he's also an interviewer.
True. That's probably why. Yeah, because I was like, oh, Dale really wants us to think, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So I wasn't expecting to get such a deep question starting, but it's a really, really great question. And I was thinking about it, I was like, when did I realize I could choose to be beautiful? And I had if I'm being honest, which you guys know I am, I always I'm pretty transparent. I don't really think if I am being really honest that I chose to see myself as beautiful or chose to, I think I just started maybe in the last 5 years, if I'm being really honest. And I think it's different for everyone. For me personally, it was actually going through just life. My ex-husband left me, my son, and, with $500 in the bank. And while we were married, though, he wasn't the nicest person and all this stuff. And while I was with him and in those years, after he left, I felt very worthless. I felt very rejected. I felt very stupid in a lot of ways. So feeling beautiful is not at all something that was at the top of my mind. Oh, I'm beautiful. Despite all this, I'm beautiful. So and then, a bunch of stuff when I was younger, eating disorders and all this stuff that, so I can't honestly say that I really started choosing to see myself as beautiful until very recently in the last couple of years. And what shifted for me is I think I got tired of giving all those things so much control on me mentally, emotionally, even that turns into physically. I got tired of being depressed all the time. I got tired of, just being in a bad mood all the time. I got tired of crying all the time and being mad at someone or people. I should say people for stuff they had done that, they've moved on. Their life moves on. I'm the one still sitting here with all these emotions and it's taking over my whole life. And I was just angry all the time. And I just got tired of it. I got tired of being that person, I guess you could say. Yeah. And I started speaking life into myself and just, you kind of have to literally undo all the damage. So I didn't really take a stand that, you know what, I'm going to undo all this damage. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do the healing. I'm going to do the counseling. I'm going to do the forgiving. I would say yes. Like, he left in 2015. So, right, it's 2021. So yeah, I would say it's been 6 years now. So, and I think he was kind of the final straw. I think for me, where I was like, I'm not living like this anymore. People are going to come and go. You can't control what other people do to you. That's the thing.
Right.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't.
Right. You really can't. There are amazing people in this world, but then there are also some terrible people in this world. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Who do terrible things and don't care. And so the thing is, I was like, I cannot keep letting an individual control my life, because he's not the last person who's going to do me wrong, probably, right? You know? And so you've got to learn how to, you know, and so but the whole feeling beautiful, that was part of that, was, you know, I am beautiful, and being beautiful isn't always a physical thing, you know, because honestly, and this is not to brag, but I've been told I was beautiful my entire life, physically, you know, on the outside. And I was just always kind of like, yeah, you know, thanks, whatever. But what happened was recognizing that who I am as a person is beautiful. I'm a beautiful person. I make my mistakes. I'm not always perfect, but my heart is pure. I love people, you know, so, and like, I think it's hard for people to say those things about themselves out loud, because I think a lot of people think it's kind of like egotistical to be like, oh yeah, well, I'm so kind and I'm so good and I'm just like the best. Like, people are like, yeah, that sounds kind of braggy a little. Yeah. But the thing is, that's where it begins. You need to be comfortable enough to say that to yourself, and like, not in a bragging way, but yeah, like, I'm a good person. And I used to be like, well, I mean, I think I'm a good person. I try to be a good person. And I'm like, no, I'm a good person. Like, I'm not perfect, but I'm a good person, you know? And then I think over time, over the years, then that translated into looking in the mirror and saying, oh, I'm pretty. Oh, I look nice today. Oh, I am hot.
You know it, girl. Come on now.
So yeah, so for me, long answer, but for me, Dale, it was a progression. But the final straw was having someone, you know, just do what he did and leave me the way he did. And it was almost like I had to hit rock bottom to start coming back. So that's me personally, how that transition happened for me.
So you think that was probably your pivotal moment that kind of pushed you to realize who you really were inside, and then that kind of showed you, this is who Rebecca is, and I am worthy?
Yeah, because I had known him, you know, for 10 years. Like, he was going to be my forever, right? That was it. He was going to be my forever. Yeah. And like I said, but during the relationship and the marriage, he tore me down verbally. Mm-hmm. So when he left, not only did he physically leave me alone, but it was like he also left me with all of that like emotional and mental turmoil, mm-hmm. you know, from the years of just talking down to me and telling me that I'm worthless and all this stuff. So it was just like, you know, and I'm a mother. And so for me, I'm like, if not for me, I need to do it for my boys. So if I don't fix this and I don't get together for me, at least do it for them. So, and I'll be honest, that was my motivation at first, was that they deserve a mother who is whole, even if I don't feel like I deserve it for myself. Now that's changed. And I feel like I deserve it for myself. But at the beginning, I would get up out of bed for my kids, you know, because I was like, it's not fair to them for me to lay around depressed, you know, day in and day out, and, you know, and not show up for them.
Do you feel beautiful? Do you feel beautiful?
Oh, no, I do. Yeah.
You know you're beautiful, right?
Now I do, but, you know, it wasn't like, that's why I'm like, I have to be honest, you know, that this isn't a lifelong thing of me feeling beautiful. It's literally been less than 10 years that I really started feeling like I'm beautiful. Yeah. So, you know, you got to be honest about that and let people know that, you know, like, yeah, don't think, I think that sometimes I know that there's this misconception, because I was talking to, when I interviewed Heather Marie, we had the same discussion, because Heather Marie, she's gorgeous, she's successful, she's boss lady out here doing her thing. And like we talked about, because I was like, yeah, when I look at you, Heather Marie, I think, oh, she is confident what she is. Like, you know, she never doubts herself. She knows she's gorgeous. She knows she all that. And the thing is, like, she does, but even like she has days when it's kind of like, you know, everybody does. So I think it's like there's this misconception that, you know, someone who's like confident and out there and gorgeous, like that internally and mentally, that they see what we see. So I think I remember that interview, and I told, you know, my takeaway was like, you know, check on your strong friends, because you know, they need it too. Just because they're not verbalizing it, don't think for a minute that they don't go through these emotions as well. Because, you know, they need it.
Yes. Touche. Yes.
Yeah. So that's my answer.
Okay. That is awesome. I agree. And you are beautiful, by the way. Yes.
Thank you.
So I think this is a very, very strong question, Dale. And like you say, this is coming from a pageant director, a interviewer, somebody who's been in the pageant world for a long time, and who knows I mean, he himself, I know he feels very strongly inside where his confidence comes from. So I think I feel most beautiful when you have that confidence from inside yourself, knowing, like, you find out who you are, and when you feel like you can give back, like when you feel like you are confident inside and you feel that you are shining and making a difference in the world, and you see yourself for, like, I think when you see others, when they see you and you feel like you're shining a light to others, I think that makes you feel beautiful. You feel confident, you know. You feel like there's a light shining from you, and it shines and almost reflects off of others, and it shines back on you. Then you might think, okay, I might be a shining star here, because then it's reflecting off of them and shining on you. Say, okay, there might be some glow on me that might be something good here.
Right.
You know. So that's good. And that was such a strong question. And I would
a good question. Yeah.
I would love to hear from all of our viewers on Worthy. This is such a good question. And if any of you would feel free, put in the comments down there, what makes you feel beautiful? And what was that moment in your life that was like, if there's a pivotal moment that was like a changing moment in your life that really made you realize that you felt beautiful inside? Was there something that happened in your life that, was changing, or that made you realize that you are worthy and you are beautiful inside? Put that in there and share that with us. We would love to, you know, just hear your feedback and hear like some of your comments. We just love it. We read all your comments, and we would love to hear that. And if you don't feel comfortable sharing it, email us, worthy runway to life.
Message us.
Yes. At gmail.com. We'd love to hear that.
The other thing that I like about this question, it was a great question anyways, but the other thing that I liked about this question is that it actually forced you to stop and even think, do I even consider myself to be beautiful? Because I think people don't, that's not something that we sit around and we think about, you know, unless we're put kind of on the spot with this question and think about it. So like, that's another reason why I like this question, because it was like, do I honestly even feel that way about myself? Do I see myself that way? And if the answer is no, then that's kind of a flag of, maybe I need to explore that and explore why.
Yes.
I feel that. So all the way around, great question, Dale. And like I said, Dale clearly wanted us to think on this first one.
Well, every single person is fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. So every person should know that they are beautiful, no matter who it is. Every person is uniquely and creatively made. So they should all know that they should feel confident that they know that they were made by a creator that thought very well in detail on every detail of them.
Right. So those were, I think, the questions we wanted to address this week, but please keep sending them. You know, like we said, message them, email them to us, however you want to reach out, because we enjoy the interaction with all of you. And just being able to start a conversation, because again, that's what this group and Runway to Life is all about. Other than that, did you have anything else, Tracia?
No, I'm very excited. And actually, the Fridays questions is going to be, we are making that a normal thing now, right, Rebecca? We're going to try to get on here on Fridays. It's going to be our time to just kind of get on and give an opportunity for any of you. If you want to come on live, let us know. I think we can add them, can't we? On stream? Yeah, but I know this is a new thing, so I know
you're all a new thing, guys. Yeah, we're practicing, but we can add you. So if you want to come on live and talk to us live and ask your question, let us know ahead of time, and we can do that. We can add you to the broadcast. But yeah, we're playing with StreamYard. I mean, so far I like it. I think so. Yeah, I think we might keep it around.
Now, do they have to have StreamYard to join us on here?
Yes. They have. You have to. So
that's something we might need to consider, because we do want y'all to join. Can they join from Facebook?
Yeah, so we can. So we can do Facebook Live. We can do like this StreamYard Live. Then we can do Zoom, but Zoom is recorded.
Okay, so we're trying to find creative ideas to get you all involved and included in open conversations. And Friday's our day that we look like that we're trying to plan, and we're trying to get a set time so everybody knows on that day, if you have an opportunity, just so we all are joining on kind of like are we trying to do a set time that we know that we're going to gather, and then just kind of
we're trying.
So we're trying to get so if we get a set time, we can all gather. If everybody gets a chance to jump on, then we know kind of what time that we're going to all meet and just kind of have an open conversation about fashion, beauty, and all the things we want to talk about. I think that makes a good time for us to all gather, because if we don't have a time that we all know, then that way we kind of hit and miss, and we don't know when we're all going to have a time to talk together. But if we bring you all on live, that gives an opportunity for even more questions to be added. So we're just trying to make it a broader perspective for us to all talk and have more questions. So for next week, please send your questions to worthyrunwaytolife@gmail.com, and we'd be glad to answer them. And we are looking forward to adding a lot more interviews. If you know somebody who has an interesting short story to share, please also send us those at our email, worthyrunwaytolife.com. And also share our Facebook channel and subscribe to our new YouTube channel, Worthy Runway to Life. We're going to be adding a whole bunch of subscribers soon. And it's really interesting because we are actually even adding videos from last year, all the interviews that we've been doing. So you could just stroll through there and see all the videos and all the interviews from all the incredible people that we have been talking to. I think Rebecca, she's even had like tons of them from last year. I mean, I think I did a couple last year throughout the year, but Rebecca even has tons from last year. And then I've done several last year, but all those will be added from last year. And then all the ones we've already done for the last couple months this year. Just incredible. Worthy Runway to Life and all the incredible things we'll be doing. Sky's the limit for us this year, guys. Just subscribe to our channel and join us on live and watch all the incredible things we'll be doing. We appreciate you joining us and just being a part of Worthy and seeing what we're doing with Runway to Life. Get the conversation going.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I think that's going to be it for our first StreamYard here. So
yay!
We made it. So
I think we rocked it. I think we did great. We did good, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yeah. So thank you guys, and we will talk to you all soon.
Okay, bye y'all. Hey, if you didn't see us now, watch us later. I know you can watch it later on Facebook when you get a chance. I know some people might be working today or whatever, but if you get a chance to watch us later, just tune in and write in the comments what you thought about today's live broadcast on StreamYard. StreamYard Live, first time ever. Yay.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.